Hello, my beautiful and wonderful people. Today we are here because today I'd like to film my Honduran milk snake and get some nice feeding shots of it. I have a couple pinkies for it here, and I think that it would be nice to have that stuff on camera. Coffee tastes like poo. Poop. And welcome back to Saturnid's Cringe Corner. So you can see I cleaned up a little bit in here. I vacuumed recently, although that didn't last very long. These are all flakes from the tub, by the way. Decided to make my bed. I've been thinking about getting rid of it because I sleep somewhere else, and this is taking up space that I could use for like rack systems. As you can see, I have my absolutely rancid gaming chair. We got the PS3, 4. We got the Xbox One. We got the TV. We got the Game Boy. We got the random G Fuel and pre-workout supplements. Got the headphones. We got the controllers. We got the DS. By the way, the PS4 only exists for the sole purpose of playing Bloodborne. We got the animals. And of course, we got the tub. Next of which is the food that we will be feeding to the animal that's inside of the tub. Let's take a look at that. First things first, we have to actually find the creature that's inside the tub. And to do that, oh, well, that was easy. Never mind. As you can see, we have this Hypo male Tangerine Honduran milk snake. So I'm going to give him some pinkies. Let's see if he will take it. Ooh. I don't know where his head is. Hold on, let me reposition. Let's see if we can get him. Nah. Hold on. Let's try again. Accidentally got it off camera, but that's our first tag. Let him take that. The hard part about feeding this guy is that he just kind of like stays underneath the substrate. Like, this is about as good as you're gonna get out of this guy. He's not even gonna let me show him, but if I try to unveil him, yeah, that's just, he keeps on hiding. These guys like to burrow inside of the substrate that I give him. I don't know what the purpose of it is. Like, I mean, I give him a ton of hides, so I don't really see why he's so keen on just... Oh, there's a good shot. Some of the substrate's in the way, but we can see what's happening. That was Pinky 1. Let's see if he's up for a Pinky 2. Nope, he missed. Yep. It's easy as that, guys. I tell you. Oh, did he drop it? Looks like he dropped it. Well, let's try again. I'll have to remove some of that substrate from his mouth before we're done with this. Look at that. That's what I love about the snake. So easy to get him feeding. Truly wonderful. He honestly should be eating fuzzies, but I don't have any right now, so that's why I'm giving him 3 pinkies, because that should equate, or 3 like day-old pinkies, that should equate to 1 of those fuzzies. So I feed him about once a week, so That's good. That's great. Wonderful. Even. We're going to a reptile expo on Saturday, so I can't wait to show that. It's the Hamburg, PA one. It means there's going to be a lot of cool stuff there. But let's see if this guy will take a third pinky, which I bet he will. Let's do this one with the flash on so that we can see it a little bit better. Look at that. So easy. You can see really the contrast between his oranges and his blacks and his reds. This guy's Hypo. We can see it at the end of his tail, if I can show it to you guys. But at the end of his tail, it's almost gray, and near the top of his head, it's gray as well. But it looks black throughout the banding. This is a very nice morph. This is actually one of my dream species, so I'm glad that I got this guy in my collection. He seems to be doing nicely. I'm going to have to remove some of that substrate from his mouth, which I will do shortly. There we go. He's out on the surface so we can really see his banding. But if you look at his back, this color is a lot lighter than the rest of his body. Also, there's like a double up stripe right there, which is kind of interesting. This guy's super fast, and he is very alert. Like, if I touch the end of his tail, he's gonna go wild. Watch this. Watch this. And already in the substrate. Does not care. Completely wild. And he's already in there somewhere. Best not to disturb him. Let's keep his substrate flatter, I suppose. I like to keep it nice and tidy in here. Let's nuzzle in his hides. Realistically, I don't even need hides because it's not like he uses them. I suppose he likes to sit on top of them sometimes, so he can do that if he wants. However, we have other animals that I'd like to do some updates on, so let's get with those. Moving on to other things. So, this was supposed to be for my squam. So, about that, I'm never going to use this for my squam. This was just too different, too odd. It never really served a purpose. There's never a time in a squam's life where they would really use something like this. So I just decided that this will become a bioactive for something. I don't know what's going to go in here. I realistically do not. I'm still maintaining it. As you can see, the plant's still alive, and it's actually grown a little bit. It was not this tall before, so speaking of it growing, let's just give it a little bit of water. Why not? I might want to add some more isopods or something in here, because obviously there's not really any detritus for them to break down, so they might not be getting any, like, food. I don't know. Maybe they're getting stuff from the plants. That was not my intent. I've been throwing, like, poo of my animals whenever they poo in here to make up for that. But I was thinking, when I go to the expo on Saturday, I might want to go look for something to stick in this. I don't know what I want to put in here. I don't know if I want to put some sort of arboreal tarantula, maybe a frog, morning geckos. I was thinking about getting a coral snake, and I could breed morning geckos to feed it, because I know that they eat lizards and snakes. I don't know if I want to go that far yet. I'd probably want to have a good supply of small snakes like worm snakes, or other animals like 5-line skinks. I know that they like to eat 5-line skinks. I don't know if I want to have a breeding ground of morning geckos specifically for a coral snake. I don't even know if coral snakes would eat a morning gecko. They are picky. However, that's to be determined, because I don't even care if there's not a coral snake in my price range or at all at the expo, so I won't have to care about that. Considering that this is empty, we can stop talking about it now. So let's move on to something more exciting. This. What's in here? Well, this is a ball python. However, there's something interesting about this ball python because, let me show you. If we remove the hide carefully, well, try to do this one-handed. We can see that my ball python is in shed. He's in blue right now. It's not as cloudy as I thought it would be, but his colors are also severely muted. They are not as vibrant as they should be, and they're even less vibrant in person. The camera's actually making them look more vibrant than they actually are. So this is very interesting. This is my male het clown. He's an adult. Not the same ball python as the one in that previous video, obviously, because he's an adult. And, yeah. Well, let's put the hide back on him. He's moving around. And I really don't want to disturb him. How about I just rotate you like this, and then stick the hide box on you like that. There we go. That works. Okay. I was thinking about maybe getting some rack systems, getting some other ball pythons. This guy's cool as is, however, so we can move on from that. Anyways, we can move on to other creatures. We have some our game of mimosa. I need to get them more food tomorrow. It's nighttime, so I cannot be doing that right now. Just trying to put up the container. As you can see, we have some nice L5s in here. I think all of them are L5, or should be at least. We have varying sizes. I hate these fucking nets. Anyways, hold on. Alright, I think we fixed it. So we have a couple in here. There's that one, that one, that one, this one, and there's a fifth one somewhere in here. There he is. Right there. So these guys are really cool. They're not as big as they really should be to pupate, so we still have some time to go in on that. This looks to be the biggest one in the entire cage. He's really cool looking. I really like this species. I'm glad I was able to raise them. But these guys are cool. I think we should move on to the Tarantula. We can look at those. I was just looking in here. Look at this. We have cocoons. We got that one, that one, that one, and that one. There's most likely more to come. As you can see here, I definitely need to get them new food. It's dark outside. I can't really get them that right now. I didn't expect all of this to just wilt. That kind of sucks. But these guys are super cool. I really like this species. Hate the stupid spines. Spines are really bad. I didn't know that they were that bad. They give you blisters on your fingers. They make you itch. They give you, not fun. Oh, there's another one right there. I didn't even see it. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cocoons. That's crazy. We should have moths very soon. These guys hatch quickly. So that's very good news. Did not know that. Great. Let's collect these guys and maybe look at them closer. I'm glad to say that we have had 5 cocoons. Out of that, look at all those spines that are on this thing. Very noxious. I quite do not like the spines of these guys, but it is worth it for the moths. Look at how unique these cocoons are as well. Very interesting shapes. So I think that what we should do is take these guys out to the moth box container and put these guys inside of there so they can little rest until they hatch. So let's go do that. So we're outside here with our cocoon box. We have 2 cocoons in here. One of these has actually hatched. This is a polyphemus moth cocoon. That one's long dead. It's been in there for a while. This is another polyphemus moth cocoon that has yet to hatch. I don't know why it's taking so long for this one. I hope it isn't dead, but that is a possibility, given that it's been in here for a while and I collected them both in winter, so I don't see why they shouldn't have hatched by now. So these guys will chill in here until they hatch. We have some paper towel in here to make it a little bit warmer, as well as allow them something to climb up on. And once they hatch, we can look at the moths, and I can't wait for that. I can feel the spines that are inside of the cocoons on my fingers. Does not feel good. But let's go check on everything else. Why not? Let's turn this video to a vlog. Let's turn all of my videos into vlogs. Let's just go check on all the other creatures. So I've sort of cleaned up everything over here. I think we should start with the black widows. So in this container, we have an actual Latrodectus variolus. I know that I've been like, kinda not been able to identify these guys in some previous videos. However, I've learned the way to do it. So if you look on the bottom here, you can see that there's barely an hourglass. It's kind of split into 2 red splotches, as well as these specifically red only dots. That's it. There's only red on the back. There isn't any dots around them or anything. So this is not a juvenile Mactans. This is in fact a Latrodectus variolus. The juveniles are my favorite of any Black Widows. So I kind of wish I would have found one of those, but we didn't. This is just a normal adult female Mactans. Found it on my friend's property. That was cool. This is another adult female Mactans. I bought this guy thinking it was, well, it was sold to me as a Latrodectus geometricus, but I think at this point it's very clear that it's not. This is a redback spider. This is an adult female. You can really see that red back right there. Hold on. You see, if you remember, I had a Latrodectus hesperus in here. Well, that was a male, turned out, and he died. He died very quickly. So, sucks to be him, I guess. Sorted meals in there. Let's see if we can... trying to get her to go out into a place that we can really see her. See her red back right there. I quite like this spider. This is the most venomous species of redback on the planet. This could very easily hospitalize me. So let's not get bit, although that's very unlikely. If you haven't seen the video where I explained why, you should definitely do that. It was an October 31st Halloween special a couple years ago. This is my scorpion. Doing rather nicely. He's been taking meals, or he or she, I don't actually know, has been taking meals readily. Much more readily than previous. I don't know why it took it so long to really start taking meals. I think it's the size of the meal that helped change that. The centipede, I still love the centipede. I want to get more centipedes, but for now we have one centipede, and it is this centipede. My dream centipede is the Scolopendra paradoxa. This is still my favorite enclosure that I've ever made. It's just so pretty. Look at all the detail and all that stuff. However, this centipede has actually, underneath this bark where it likes to hide, has made a real hide by excavating all the material out and making a nice little pit for it to be in. See, look at that. It's made an actual hide for itself underneath there, which I think is very interesting. I want to try to pick this up from the bottom so that we can see the hide from underneath. See that spot right there? Thought it would be easier to see. I guess not. Regardless, that's that. We have our Heteroscodra maculata, which is right there. This guy has actually molted since the last time we've spoken, and it's molted twice since I got it. It's gotten much bigger, and it's very nice. And here we have our OBT. Nothing much has changed with this guy. Still big, still pretty, still cool. That's an uneaten roach. I should go get that and coax him to eat it. He's still webbed up everything. Nice. I guess his name is Mercury. Yeah, I named everything. Venus. This doesn't have a name. Your name is now Scoogle Boop. Let's turn our attention over this way to this tarantula. This tarantula has actually molted since the last time it was shown off. This is my Brachypelma bovi, Mexican red leg. I think it's either red or fire leg. It has gotten significantly prettier as well as larger. You can see the hairs really start to develop on that carapace. Ooh. When he molted, he was super pretty. He had pinks covering him. It was a very nice spider. It still is. You can really see it. Let's see if I can try to coax it onto my hand. Although it is giving off some hairs, it's not as eager to give them off as previous. Like in its previous molt, it was giving off hairs like nobody's freaking business. And obviously, heavy hair kicking is not ideal. You can see that he has gotten much bigger in size. If you look at the video I made when I first got him back in October of last year, he is much smaller than this. He's probably one of my best eaters. Very nice. Great. I love this guy. Well, that really marks the end of this video, guys. I don't really have much else to talk about, but it's been a good time. See you next time.